Hello engineers and welcome, because the racers have a problem, and today's problem is getting through the Hungarian Grand Prix of my F2 career mode. So here we are, just leveling it up from practice. Done my practice, I've done my practice programs on prime position for pole position later on in qualifying today. So let's see if we can get qualifying. Get the pole and qualifying and get those extra 4 points. So here we are in the garage of qualifying. I'm going to go straight out, and here's the final sector of our first line lap. Going through turn 12, I believe it is, and going quite nicely. Going to turn 13, braking just after that blackboard disappears off the screen. Get on the power as soon as you can, ride that curve just a little bit. And again, same with black corner, brake as soon as the blackboard gets out on the screen. Get on the power. Go open DRS as soon as you get off turn 14, and what's it going to be? It's going to be pole position 129.632, and here we are on our second final lap now. A little bit earlier, start sector 1, and we're going through the chicane of death according to Hamilton, as if you remember watching in 2015 in real life, as we do. Yeah, it's the chicane of death. Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I'm doing no flashbacks, but if I am doing flashback, it's to make something happen, something bad happen better. For example, if I would have just recording today, I span, but I rejoined incorrectly. So I redid it where I span, but rejoined correctly. Not going to tell you which Grand Prix that is in, so you'll just have to look for it. But we finished qualifying and we get pole position by less than an attempt, 4 points, and hopefully that's helped our championship standing. Yes, it has. We've got 4 points extra ahead. We've now got 15 points ahead of John King. I highlight the 2 people closest in the rival. Here are the commentators for the actual GP. Let's go.
Welcome to the Hungaroring here in Hungary. Just a short distance from Budapest. This is a circuit with a lot of history in motorsport. Which of our F2 drivers here today, I wonder, will add to that legacy? The Hungaroring is located 12 miles northeast of the capital, Budapest. It's 2.7 miles long, featuring 14 corners, and it's got a reputation for making overtaking difficult. Nevertheless, there's a history of some truly exceptional races here. Let's hope that our Formula 2 drivers can serve up some more of that today. Joining me for all today's excitement, a man who is no stranger to this challenging circuit, Davide Valsecchi. Davide, Hungaroring can be a tricky beast to master. What insight can you give us about today's race?
Ciao Alex, as you say, the circuit can be challenging. There's a lot of slow corner which can make overtaking very frustrating. This will be a good test of this young driver's patience. Waiting for the perfect moment to make an attack will be the key to moving up through the field today.
We are nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the grid. The engineer lines up on pole position, and it's Juan Manuel Correa in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hubert, Alesi, Jack Aitken, and King, Matsushita, Joe, Schumacher, Callum Ilott, Calderon, Latifi, Louis Delatraz, and De Vries, Galeo, Sete Camara, Giotto, and Nikita Mazepin. Boccolacci, Mahavir Raghunathan starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we are, and gonna do some technical talk. I have noticed that quite recently there has been a drop in views, so if you are still watching and you do enjoy, please drop a like so I know that I can continue this. But as we get ready for the 5 lights to come on, 4 of them, 5 of them, really cold temperatures, and it's lights out and away we go. Two Bears got a good start compared to us, same with Correa and Juliano Lacey. So let's see if we can get back some positions into turn 1, as Guan Yu Zhou has also gotten past us. We've gotten alongside Jack Aiken, he's also got past us. So it's not been the best of starts for us, but Jordan King is still behind us, with Nobuharu Matsushita behind him. We're seeing if we can try and follow Joe past Lacey, and looking quite well as we're going to turn 4. It's not going to be really an overtaking spot, but can we make it? We do, but we have to go wide a little bit, and we're going to have to stay behind Guan Yu Zhou for a little bit as we get on the curb of death, and our hard work of overtaking Giuliano Lacey around the outside has gone to waste. But let's see if we can get him back quite soon. But we've got 9 laps in this race, so let's see. As we head towards the end of lap 4 now, not really been chasing down Giuliano. I could blame that on DRS and the lack of straights, basically. But here we are, going through turn 14, the death corner for Vettel in 2014. He span round, almost hit the barrier, but we don't spin round unlike Vettel, as we are in LEC's slipstream. Engine temperatures are going through the roof at the moment. We're going to make a move to the inside, make sure that we get past Giuliano Lacey, push him wide, make sure that he can't get a better exit than us, and that pushes us up into P4. And now, as we go through turn 2, we're going to skip ahead to where we catch up to Guan Yu Zhou. Hopefully it's not too late in the race. And I say not too late, it's quite late in the race. It's only lap 7 of 9, and it's the end of lap 7, so let's hope we can make this move really quickly, and hope that Hubert and Correa are battling so much that we can catch up and take the win in this race. But look at that, our engine is so worn, but we set the fastest lap, so it can't be too bad if we set the fastest lap. But as we go towards turn 1 now, we're going to skip ahead later on into that lap as we go, as it's towards the end of the race. We go into turn 13 and we go up to 3rd gear. We can't go down, we can't go up, the gearbox is broken. It's the final lap of the race and we've got some gearbox problems. So Jordan King will gain 1, 2, 4, 6 points on us. So the gap will go down to 9 points. But with the sprint race as well giving him more points, it's not going to go well for us. So we're just going to see if we can try and stay in the points. It's not going to go well. I move off the racing line, the yellow flags, and it's becoming a joke at this point. And it's not till next weekend that I realise, wait, let's think about this. F2, they can't change their gearbox. I'm stuck with the broken gearbox the whole time.
Brilliant stuff from Charouz today. What a superb victory.
It's really a joke at this point.
What was the key to this success?
Anyway, here's the podium celebrations.
Thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
Looks like they're on their way out onto the podium now, and what a result this is. A popular one with the crowd as well. Great stuff to see the Charouse team on top here today.
It's really a joke at this point. Hopefully we don't get this bad luck in the F1. I mean, luckily in F1 you get to change your gearbox once it's gone kapowy. But we're getting the XP anyway. And haven't gone up the tier, so hopefully you can.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's table. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I go for Racengineer. The unique Virtuosi driver today just surprised me. He was so aggressive. He deserved the victory.
6 and 7.
And here's how things are shaping up in the teams championship. Trident move to the top of the table. Another team that will be satisfied with this race is Charouse, whose good result moves them further up in the championship.
So you will take
Goodbye for now then,
by
but
3
we really
points.
are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for
Obviously
Lights
he
Out
could go up
tomorrow.
first. You could get the fastest lap. Hopefully he does none of them and does the complete opposite. But here's the commentators for the sprint race.
And we're back. After yesterday's feature race, the top 8 drivers have been reversed on the grid, setting up some exciting action as we launch into today's event, the sprint race. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Nerves? What nerves? I don't have nerves. I just have doubts about the championship. Oh, he knows what I can do. Well, let's try not to let him down. And by the way, there's no highlights of the previous race due to the fact that if you retire, there's no highlights. Let's get ready for the race anyway. Getting ready. 4 lights and 5 lights. We're gonna put on our left, hold 1 in front. Slides out one, we go for the back dot once again. And 14 now, and Gearbox will fix itself. Temporary really fast. Would that be anything to do with it? The gap on the inside to take it very, very late. And then it pays off by giving the Dorian buckle actually as our meat. And now let's see if we can take the Gunnifant as our meat as well. Get past him, and now Dorian and Menavir are going to battle. So now let's see if we can chase after Teddy and Thursby ahead. But as they go too wide ahead, we caught up massively. Yes, now we're Gunnifant behind us and cut past Dorian buckle actually. And here we are. The end of lap 6, no action, it's a short one. Storm King, so you know he's in first when that happens. His gearbox is thrown again. And speed across the line. And you get those Tatiana problem, so drop off. We can go down the inside of turn 1 and we still have DRS, and yes we do get past Tatiana as we come to the end of the race. It was a boring last race, to be honest. Sometimes you've got to be really honest, and we just sucked in that race. Trying all sorts of ways to improve, and none of them working. But that's going to be the end, most likely. King won that race obviously by the fastest laps. So he's got 17 points. He will now be 8 points ahead. Unless I've calculated
so after
that
a
wrong.
day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we
But
bring today's race to a close. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there.
6.
It would have been a
It'll be 6
combination
points
of
ahead,
getting
okay.
those tires up to running temperature
6 points ahead
faster
going into
and
the
driving to the condition on track. They made it
Belgium
look easy
Grand Prix.
out there today.
So let's hope that we can just get a good one.
Our drivers are
And
making
get
their way
pole
out for the
and-
podium celebrations,
Yeah.
and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking
Might
up the
choose
winner's trophy.
Jordan as my
Congratulations to the
teammate
entire team
in
for that
the Formula 1
fantastic
team.
performance.
Has pushed me the way through. But in 2 days' time, I'll give you a highlights reel of the entire Formula 2 thingy. It will basically just be the results and the championship results at that time. But let's get our XP. 700 won't be enough to level up, so maybe in between EPs I will increase that.
So then, it's time to see how this
Yeah.
result affects the Drivers' Championship. Jordan King takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Today, I think I'll give it to the Trident driver. There was a lot of going on down the field. There's no question for me. They were the best.
And now a look at the team standings. Campos moved to the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the Uni Virtuosi team today as they make their way up the standings. And after all that excitement, I think it's time for a lie down. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.